Hey everybody, what's going on out there? I know it's a while since I put on a video, so I wanted to get one out to you right after New Comic Book Wednesday. If you missed my other videos, I'm currently in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I'm up here doing the National American Legion Youth Precision Air Rifle Competition and Sporter Competition held here at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. And let me tell you something, 30 kids from all over the United States, all walks of life, up here shooting shoulder to shoulder and prone, kneeling, and standing. I'm telling you right now, we're going to have a banquet here in a few hours, so I'm not going to make this video very long. But I'm telling you right now, I've just been thoroughly impressed with them. Also, we were able to have lunch today at the Olympic Training Center in the cafeteria there. I got to meet the U.S. women's, or several members of the U.S. women's volleyball team, some paraplegic athletes up here that participate in various sports, plus the kids down there being able to meet these athletes and just being able to be part of that has been just a great honor. I can't tell you how just outstanding this experience has been for me. I know I have dropped way too much money in the Olympic store and the USA shooting as well. We're actually holding our competition where the Olympians that are in the shooting competitions in the Olympics, it's their practice area. Every now and then one kind of pops in and wants to see what's going on. It has just been, I can't tell you how much just exciting this has been. But again, I did not forget about you, and we're here to talk about comic books today, and I got a comic book haul. Now, I went to a comic book store in Colorado Springs in the downtown area, and the name of this place was, unfortunately, he was out of business cards, so it was called Escape Velocity. Very clean, very nice. It was actually recommended by the hotel staff that I go there to pick up my comic books this week. And again, I showed up late, right? Because I always say, if you're tuning into this show for new information, you're behind the curve already. But I was able to get some pretty cool stuff. One of the things I was able to get was a variant of the Superman that I thought was really cool. I really like this artwork. You've seen me show this kind of stuff before. And of course, this is Superman 1000, or I'm sorry, Action Comics 1001. And I went ahead and got the special, or the regular cover as well. I really like this one too. And of course, I went ahead and I got the Action Comics Special #1 as well. I've already read this one. I read it last night. This is really good artwork in here. And I'm kind of liking this story more than I'm liking the other stories. This is decent reading. And plus the artwork in it, very bright, very vibrant. It's just exciting. So I highly recommend those. And then, of course, I'm walking around in there, and I'm kind of expanding my horizons a little bit. I don't know how I feel about these yet. I haven't read them all the way through, but I went ahead and got X-Men Grand Design Second Genesis, and they had some variants there as well. I'm not sure how I feel about. I think I got a little buyer's remorse going on. I'm not really too hung up on these variant covers too much, but I guess if I had to say anything, I kind of like this one. This kind of reminds me of the old school one where they're mostly dressed out in yellow. It's not too shabby, not too bad. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't like, back to the original one, I really don't like this design of Wolverine. I just think that's, I don't know, it's almost kind of chintzy. I'm not a big fan of it. But, I mean, hopefully the story's a little bit better. We'll see what happens. So, got those. And then, some other new first issues came out. Mr. and Mrs. X. Now, for most of you that know me, you know I'm a Captain America fan. My second favorite superhero has to be Gambit. I learned card magic, and I think I did a video where I did a quick card magic. I learned card magic because of this particular character, the way you can handle the cards. And so I just kind of taught and learned certain magic tricks using cards myself. And I hate to say it's because of Gambit. I mean, the Raging Cajun strikes again, and he's getting married. I don't know how that's going to work out. He was always kind of a lady chaser in the cartoon back in the 90s. New comic book that came out, also a #1, Dark Justice League detective monkeys in this. I can't wait to read this one. This will definitely be read tonight. I'm kind of curious to see who the new characters are, and what they got going on in there. I'm glad to see Swamp Thing in there. And I also went ahead and picked up this variant edition of #1. I've been trying to avoid a lot of the Miss Marvel, even though I did get the life story thing, and I've been trying to avoid a lot of this Deadpool stuff, because I know a lot of this stuff is just inflated pricing because of popularity right now. But I looked at this and I was like, I don't know. But it's a variant cover, it's a preview exclusive, and it's a variant, and I just thought the cover was fun. Got the different Deadpools, that's always kind of a theme there. What can we make Deadpool do next? And it wasn't expensive, so I just went ahead and picked it up. I'll take a look at it. We'll see what this one's at. The merch for money, I've heard people say good and bad things about it. I can't tell you if it's good or bad. And then, of course, because I picked up my #2s for my #1s. The first one, this has not failed to impress me yet. This has just been great. Did I say that correctly? I don't know. But this has just been a great story so far. I read this last night before I went to bed. I'm really liking where their story's going. I think we're going to see some exciting things there. And, of course, Honey Badger is Honey Badger, right? It is so interesting. Next, we're going to talk about Sentry. I'm getting kind of lost in the story. I'm not really sure what they're trying to convey here. I think I might have to read it again. Maybe I missed something, but it seems like there's just a lot of gaps in this that I'm just not understanding. So we'll reread it and then I'll judge it. And of course, we had Spider-Man #1 come out, and it left us on a cliffhanger. And then, bam! I was so upset that. Well, I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say. I'm not upset at the story. I'm going to be clear. And I'm not upset at the art in it. What I'm kind of like, it's I don't know. It just seems like a lot of work to tell a very simplistic story. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying it because we see... Oh, well, I'll show you what we see in this. I'll be a spoiler. So if you know who this is, good stuff's coming up. But I was kind of hoping for maybe something else with this new character. I didn't really see anything about that. This new villain, maybe get a little bit more backstory on that and find out what's going on. I don't know. But I love the fact that Lizard's a professor again. And, Peter has to learn from him, right? It's kind of funny. And I always try to support local stores, comic book stores, and I always try to support local artists. So I asked him, what do you got from a local guy around here, that's, does good work? And he said, well, I kind of like this story. You might like it too. And this is called Infinity Wheat Paste. Not really sure what the title is trying to tell us. I have not read this yet. I kind of thumbed through it. The art's just like the cover. It's very similar in that kind of styling. It doesn't seem like it's a real superhero kind of story. I think it's supposed to be kind of witty and funny. Again, I got all these from Escape Velocity. Pretty fair pricing. Everybody seemed pretty legit in there. I had questions. I asked about if Cosmic Ghost Rider 2 was coming out. And he looked in his computer because I thought it was this week. And he says, no, it's next week. So come back in here next week. And I was like, well, I'm not going to be here next week. So if you're lying to me, then I'm going to say very bad things about you. And he kind of laughed. He goes, no, it's next week. But I could have sworn it was this week. If you know, please comment below. Because if it did come out this week, I have to go out and find it someplace else. And I don't have that much time. So if you know, please let me know because I'm really interested in where that story ends up leading as well. So all in all, again, let me say if any of my shooters that are out there today, I know some of you are comic book fans, if you watch my show, thank you for everything that you've done, supporting the American Legion. Thank you for giving great competition today. I look forward to it tomorrow and the banquet tonight, and then of course the award ceremony on Saturday night, and I will be back home Sunday, and I'll be able to go to Local Heroes, my comic book store, and hopefully find some cooler variants for some of this stuff. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Other than that, I don't have anything else. If I do make another video this week, I don't think it will be from here. So it will probably be, unless something really interesting happens that you just have to know about. That's all I got. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.